is 12:30 in the morning, and I just finished purchasing my plane tickets for this whole Alaska trip. It's really happening. It's actually happening. This is the beginning of one hell of a trip. I don't know how to begin to start narrating this video, but I guess thanks would be a good place to start. From everybody to my pretty little lady, Kathy, who drove me to the airport and didn't really want to be on camera. Obviously, next would be Vlad, who took me on the trip. But there was a bunch of other people that helped out. My friend Gogi, who's a flight mechanic, through the miracle of modern technology, was able to answer a technical question for us while we were in British Columbia. And then there was another gentleman named Mike who kind of ran tech support for us to make sure that certain people back home could view the tracker, and actually followed up with a phone call to make sure everything was working. That was very much appreciated. There was other people as well. God, I can't even begin to name names. The woman, when we arrived in Stewart, British Columbia, who worked the front hotel desk, I called to get a room and asked if they had a car that could pick us up, and she said no. And I told her we landed at the local airport and had a bunch of bags. She actually came in her own car to come pick us up. And then there was Greg and Julia, two friends of Vlad's, who picked us up, and we spent the night with them. Julia cooked a fantastic dinner, and they were wonderful hosts. And their little cabinette that they let us stay in was absolutely adorable. I could have done without the bear claw marks in the screen of the outhouse, but other than that, it was just one of the best nights. It was the best night I had on the whole trip. That's enough thanks for now. Let's start getting into the meat and potatoes of the actual trip. Portland, about 11:30 West Coast time, and just sat outside the airport and collected myself for a few minutes. And I got a message from Vlad to meet him here at the Comfort Inn, which happens to be right next to this little airport. I just checked Vlad's tracker. Looks like they're inbound now. And I grabbed my video camera. I wanted to see if I could get out here and maybe get them landing. Where am I? Trout something? Troutdale. That's it for now. We'll see when they come in. And the next day, we started flying.
Radio check.
Testing.
Okay, oh, good. So we got the 80s. That's where we are, that's where we go. We take off 25 and then we VFR to the east. Whatever they will tell us to turn, we turn.
Okay.
So we're dialing the tower frequency, and we are already on the ground. We listen to 80s, which is information X-ray.
Right.
So we know where we're going, at least where they want us to go. And we will give them a call.
Troutdale Tower. Good morning, experimental 666 Bravo Kilo.
We are at Gorge, winds ready to taxi. X-ray, VFR eastbound.
Experiment 666 Bravo Kilo, Shadow ground runway 25 taxi Alpha.
Taxi 25 via Alpha, 666 Bravo Kilo. Easy as this. Nothing to... Somebody's watching, much easier than at uncontrolled airport. Oh, there's another RV right there.
Oh, yeah.
Who is that? I don't know. Maybe we know each other. Usually, yeah.
He's gonna recognize you. I just saw the Russian.
Yeah, because the worst paint scheme RV ever. Antro Dale Tower, 666 Bravo Kilo. We are ready to go. 25.
666 Bravo Kilo, child turn no delay, sus turning left base, runway 25, clever takeoff, right down departure is approved.
Clear for takeoff, right down departure. 2 Bravo Kilo.
It's at this point I kind of feel the need to explain how I met Vlad. A lot of you in the Vans community talk about how he should be your ambassador. Well, let me tell you, that's exactly how I met him. My dad runs a little grass strip airport in northeast Pennsylvania, 3PA4 on the sectionals. I was up visiting Dad for Father's Day, and we were in Dad's garage and we heard somebody buzz the airport. So we jumped in the car and ran down to the end of the runway and we waved at him when he made a second pass. And Vlad landed and just made himself at home. He was so excited to meet new people. And we just hit it off immediately. He went swimming with my dog in the river. Dad gave him the whole tour of the airport. And we exchanged some information. And on the ride home, I think I sent him an email, which he responded to immediately. And that was Father's Day Sunday. The following Wednesday, he picked me up at Hackettstown, New Jersey airport. And on the way home, he let me fly for just a few minutes. I was hooked. If it wasn't for Vlad, I never would have gone and started getting flying lessons. And if I didn't meet this man, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. This video is going to serve as an introduction to the videos that follow about this trip. Vlad is just an aviator's aviator. There's a lot of us out there that look up to him, and I felt very, very honored to be able to go on this trip with him. And I learned a lot of stuff in the right seat with him that you'll never learn in flight school. That's all I'm going to say. At this point, I'm going to make a little plea for all of you. You're probably a lot of the Vans aircraft crowd, but please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel so you can see the updates. These videos take a lot of time to produce. I'm not even going to begin to tell you how long this one has taken me. But do me a favor and subscribe, and you'll see the rest of this trip, and you'll see what it's like to fly with the infamous 666 Bravo Kilo.